Welcome back to Crypto Warehouse. It is the Alpha Show. It is Monday. I am Mike and I'm with Julian.
Hello.
And Brogan.
Hello.
And in tonight's show, we will take a look at what's been happening with Solana and why it's been down for so long. We're going to look at some Janet Yellen comments. We've got some NFT news and we have a very special game that we will be covering towards the end. But being the very first Alpha show that we have done, we're going to try and do all of this in 45 minutes or under.
Oh, countdown.
So if you are watching, please ask your questions and we will answer them at the end.
Yep.
So before we start, Julian, and while Brogan gets up the prices, how was your weekend?
It was good. It was good. I have had a few nerves, though, about this show.
Have you?
It's Alpha.
Yeah, it is.
One, I don't really understand what that means. Two, the only thing I link it to is alpha male, and none of the three of us are that.
Yeah,
let's be honest.
That's true.
So yeah, I've had a few sleepless nights about trade misdescriptions.
Well, we will hopefully put your fears at ease,
right,
as the show goes on.
Yeah,
and we will explain what alpha means later on in the show.
Great.
But before we do that, Brogan, we are on to the Bitcoin price.
We are, and
I am going to go for $23,400.
Really?
Absolutely.
22,900.
What's the price, Brogan?
Oh, you thought I was doing that to go?
I thought, yeah, you've meant to look at the screen.
No, it's $23,353. I'll try and insinuate you should look up.
Never mind.
Never
mind. It's another hollow victory.
This is our 48th show.
And you've won 48.
And I've won 47.
Oh, yeah, I did win one.
Because I misguessed on Thursday.
Everyone pause.
Yeah.
We have feedback. It's probably from me and the fan.
You got a bit of feedback?
Turn it down.
Or have we had some feedback?
No.
We've had some feedback.
No.
It's on your feedback.
Right. It might be me. There's a slight whirring. Hold on. Ah, there we go. I'm just. The box was touching the PC, and the fans were wearing on the PC. So you can.
All sorted now then.
Yeah, it's done.
Right then, let's get on to the word on the birds because we don't have a lot of time.
Okay.
The pressure is on to try and do this show in 45 minutes or less.
Go for it.
So,
what are the words on the birds?
Perfect. Much better. Good. Words on the birds. Let's get to them. The first one. Interesting. This one. I won't full screen it because it's not going to be on. Good, no buzzing on. Okay, well, I'll just play it.
Okay, so the movie goes like this. The biggest drug cartels in the world get together and buy up all the media and all the politicians and force all can only come out if they take the cartel's drugs and keep taking them over and over. That's in the scripture, right? I mean, who is gonna believe that crazy idea? Okay, so the
Who would believe that crazy idea, Julian?
Crazy.
I can't see that, and I haven't seen it. Is he wearing a cowboy shirt?
He's not wearing a cowboy shirt, no.
Well, it's a bit frolicky. If you know
Yeah.
what I mean, yeah.
But I
A
mean,
bit dotty and
as
stuff.
an idea for a script, I mean, it's not going to get mass approval, is it? I mean, it would never happen. I mean,
Surely
people
not.
would never be locked in their homes for no reason, would they? What's next, Brogan? We are on a train.
Chinese police face recognition glasses, with which they can identify license plates and human faces.
There's a video for this as well.
Yeah.
This is proper RoboCop.
They got proper glasses.
They've got glasses
Yeah,
that use
AR. Ooh.
use augmented reality
yeah.
that locks onto your face,
Change your red.
identifies you, and then they can bring up all of your information, see if you're a wanton criminal, as you are,
Incredible, innit? That
on the
Incredible.
run from the police.
Incredible, that is.
Incredible. So that's the second one.
Oh, yeah.
So that's
Hey, watchdog
positive.
Is that AI?
That's AR.
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 And
AI.
AR.
Air.
Machine learning.
You don't want to ask anyone from Devon what it is. AR. Just a mouthful of vowels. What's next?
Big
Third one.
magazines. School kids.
This is another video. Now,
This
I
is
go
quite
on
good.
about this all the time. So I go on about the fact that Western society
Yeah.
is hell-bent on having first world problems. And what they don't understand is people outside of their comfortable...
It's a big world out there.
It's a big world. Africa's a big place. Asia's a big place.
Yeah.
It's not all about Europe
No.
Nope.
and croissants,
No.
right?
Market.
And this is a little
Harry.
clip of how school children are buying bananas. Is it over the Lightning Network?
He uses Bitcoin. Maybe I'll show it in the video.
Okay.
They're using the mobile phones.
Yep. It's a beautiful sight.
But his crypto card.
There you go.
Amazing.
A beautiful
Really
sight.
nice to look at.
So when next time we're in the supermarket with our
Yeah.
credit card and
Yeah.
we're buying our fruit and veg, just remember there are other people in the world who don't have any money
Yeah.
that are now being able to spend Bitcoin that's been donated to them
Yeah.
that actually feeds their families.
Brilliant.
Interesting enough as well, I saw Sats.
Yes.
I believe that is what I think it is.
I said 3 or 4 years ago to Julian, I said crypto and Bitcoin especially will face mass adoption once we start counting things in Bitcoin and we start counting things in sats. Because once you start counting things at 10,000 sats or 9,000 sats, because the value of Bitcoin will go
Yeah.
up over time,
Yeah.
things will actually get cheaper and cheaper for
Yeah.
these poor people.
Mm.
So sats is the future.
Yeah.
That's why holding one Bitcoin, not financial advice, is probably the wisest investment you can make in crypto outside of Ethereum and everything else.
And more digestible as well.
Exactly.
Because even if maybe Western world people aren't used to seeing 1,000 of something be regular for a bar of chocolate, there are a lot of people in Asian countries which have like a currency which it doesn't have as high as a value, and these countries get used to it as well.
Yeah.
So it's more digestible seeing a whole number rather than 0.00045 of a Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Whatever it is.
Exactly.
Yeah, always
Right
good
then,
news.
let's move on to the headline act,
Oh.
which is our favorite layer 1 blockchain, our Solana.
Yes.
Don't say that slowly.
Never.
Never say that
Why not?
slowly. Because it sounds like our Solana. Do you want to read the article before I explain why this is a massive problem?
You've
for
got a
the-
thread as well on Twitter, but it said not to read it out.
You don't read that out.
I can look at it there.
You don't click on it or read it or show it. Just read the article. The article's for the audience,
Right, and then I'll go to our view and I'll read that one.
and we don't show that to the audience.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll read it and just...
No, I'm reading it out. Just
I'll-
read the article.
Okay, fine. Solana network stumbles. On-chain trading slows after forking incident.
It's been forked since Saturday.
Totally forked.
Totally forked.
Right, yeah.
So
Forked.
Hmm?
Forked.
forked, yeah.
Some validators are downgrading their software in an attempt to restore activity. Infrastructure operators on the Solana network rushed to right the struggling blockchain early Saturday after a tech issue throttled users' ability to trade crypto, transfer assets, or do anything on-chain. The blockchain started forking, creating conflicting versions of its transaction history at around 12:53 a.m. Eastern
Eastern time.
Yeah, I thought EST. According to the Discord server, shortly after that, validators' RAM began increasing while their chain's transactions throughput fell off a cliff.
It did indeed.
It froze.
5,000 to 90 odd, I think.
It did.
Per second, is that?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Ticks per second. Transaction per second. Yeah. It effectively froze nearly all on-chain activity on the Solana network. By 2 a.m., the network was processing about 93 transactions per second, well below the rate of nearly 5,000. Some 50 minutes prior, according to this. Okay. Anything else?
We don't need to get into too much technical detail because we don't have an awful lot of time.
Yeah. No.
It forked.
Completely forked.
So, if we go to the three of us on our screen.
Yep. I'm on the phone now.
Perfect. There we go. Hello, everybody. So, the upgrade failed. I'm not concerned about that. What I am concerned about is how the blockchain responded to the crash.
Yeah.
Now, of these 5,000 transactions that you've just mentioned,
yeah,
I didn't know this until today. 90% of those transactions are the validators talking to each other. They're not real transactions.
Oh.
So, when the network went down, as it did, the validators can't talk to each other. So they have to go log on to Discord and communicate with each other outside of the blockchain.
Right.
So the issue for me isn't it was down for 20 hours. It's the fact that they've overinflated the amount of transactions on the network. So if you take off 90, you're talking about 500 transactions a second rather than 5,000 transactions a second. There's a big difference.
Huge.
So it looks to me as if the structure has been built incorrectly, or they've done it to try and show that the blockchain is actually more active than it is.
Not good, is it?
No. Plus the 80% consensus that's needed to get the thing back up and running, that all has to be carried out on Discord, and at the hopefully, if it happens on a Sunday morning and 50% of the validators are in bed or asleep, it doesn't come back up until they've all joined and had consensus.
That's decentralization for you.
So something fundamentally is going to have to change in Solana to fix this problem, because it was a bad fork. Going from 1.13 to 1.14 was a mess. There's something wrong with the code. That's one issue. But the underlying problem is that when the blockchain crashes, the validators can't communicate with each other, and everything goes offline. They might as well start calling each other. Might as well go back to using mobile phones.
Yeah, pages.
Yeah, pages.
They were always good.
Exactly. Or telegrams. Why don't you use telegrams?
Yeah.
So that's what happened with Solana, and somebody needs to fix that because it's a huge problem.
Yeah. There needs to be, I mean, obviously the whole point of decentralization is you can't have control over everybody, because that's the whole point. But it would be nice if there was, because the nodes were technically the 50% which were asleep, the nodes were still running. So it'd be nice to have like a statement in the code which checks if there is. It would check, the fork status and the version number on GitHub. And there's a new version. We'll download it for you. Yeah. Which every app has. I don't know how that would interfere with decentralization. I don't think it will at all. But it'd be nice to have some sort of auto check, so it wouldn't have to freeze the blockchain for 20 hours. Yeah. To have issues with obviously fixing the code firstly, and also checking version numbers with each other. But anyways,
so terrible news. Sort your act out, Solana. It's a pile of junk at the minute.
Doesn't lead to much confidence, that.
No, not at all. Next.
US Treasury Secretary sets the record straight on crypto.
Yes. The world's greatest investment couple, Janet Yellen and her husband.
Yeah.
US Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen.
Just call her Janet.
Dave. expressed her concern about the use of cryptocurrencies in illicit activities and lack of transparency in some cryptocurrency transactions. A joint statement from three U.S. federal agencies advised banks to apply existing risk management principles when addressing crypto-related liquidity risks to protect investors. That was a TLDR, so it's kind of said everything.
So, why is this important, Julian?
Why? I don't know. Tell me.
I told you off stream.
Yeah, I can't remember. So tell me. It's no good off stream, is it? The people want to know on stream. They weren't here.
She's admitted,
Yeah.
in a roundabout way,
Yeah.
that crypto will not be banned or censored, but it will in fact be regulated.
Great.
So we've moved in the highest echelons of the American government.
Yeah.
We've moved from a position of crypto to a position of regulating crypto.
That's where we want to be.
Now that doesn't sound a lot, but that is a seismic shift.
Even from last Thursday.
Exactly. And over the weekend, maybe it was Texas, but another state actually brought in another law that said you cannot stop somebody from mining cryptocurrency in this state.
Yeah.
So they removed any possible way for them to stop crypto mining from being banned in that state. Now that again doesn't sound huge,
But little bits.
baby steps.
Yeah, I read a few articles over at weekends saying how America were falling behind to
Massively.
being a tech leader of the world, and it were in great danger of actually just dropping off a cliff.
Yeah.
Because of Europe's movements, UK movements, it were going to lose out on everything. I think it still probably will.
Yeah. We have
In a
one
lot of
person to
these.
blame for that. Gary Gensler
Yeah,
from the SEC has hindered and blocked everything
yeah.
and hasn't given valid reasons as to why he's done that. So what do you think of Gary Gensler and Janet Yellen?
Well, there's not much to say about Gary Gensler. We'll have the same consensus here.
Yeah.
But it's great to hear, like you said, it's great to hear from high up officials.
Yeah.
In the government about the fact that it's not so 100% negative on crypto. It's the fact that, and it's what everyone has been saying, and it's what everyone wants, which is regulation and not, let's wait for them to make their failure and then, point them out on it and laugh at them, and then everyone stop believing crypto. But
Top and bottom of it is they're all just padding for time, aren't they?
Yeah.
But the Americans seem to need a little bit longer than everybody else.
Yeah. Because corruption. They get bribed, don't they? And then FTX has gone bust.
Yeah.
So all the bribe money has gone.
Yeah.
So you're in a situation where they're not getting bribed enough to push
to make some sort of decision.
Exactly. Next. How are we doing for time, Brogan?
29 minutes, 33
Left.
seconds. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Make hay?
While the sun shines. Wouldn't fit that
No.
on the menu.
No.
It'd be off the
You
screen.
can fit it on the menu.
It would have just been a different size typeface, and with him being quite anal, he wouldn't like that.
No.
No,
Consistency, consistency.
Arthur Hayes warns massive global crash incoming. Here's his Bitcoin and crypto strategy. BitMEX founder and crypto veteran Arthur Hayes says there will be a certain point where he flips super bullish on the digital asset markets. In a new interview on Crypto Banter, Hayes says Bitcoin and other risk assets are likely to undergo a large correction before a real bull run happens. Quote says, I think that Bitcoin has not truly escaped its correlation with global risk assets. It might have recently done quite well on this little bounce from sub 16 grand to 24 grand. But I do think we're in store for a correlation 1 moment. By that, I mean everything goes down massively together, Bitcoin included. Do I think it's going to break the lows of the FTX saga? No. Could it break 20 grand? For sure. But I'm looking for another leg down in Bitcoin to correspond with general risk markets. More stuff. It's just a bunch of quotes. That's it.
So sub 20k is 15% from where we are now.
Yeah.
Not outside of the realm of possibility.
No.
And if we do have another black swan, maybe something else happens in the Ukraine. Who knows? If we do have another black swan, then that's a distinct possibility. But as we're seeing the slowdown in interest rates in America, the UK made $5.5 billion excess income in February or January. So I don't think it's as gloomy as people are, making out.
No. Good news on the Brexit front today.
Great news on the Brexit front. Yeah, we've sorted out the Northern Ireland issue.
Seems that way.
Haven't we? Which is great news for Rishi.
Well, let's hope so.
Let's hope so. Big tick. Ursula Andress, I believe, has actually gone to see the Queen as well. Oh, the King.
The
King.
Yeah, because it's called the Windsor Agreement,
Yes. So
which is now taking over from the Windsor Knot.
This is positive news.
Yeah.
Brogan's forgotten to put his subscribe
That's going to
board.
upset him, that.
That is going to upset him.
Yeah.
What do we need to tell the audience to do, Brogan?
Well, you need to scroll down, subscribe,
Yep.
notification, bing, 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 and that.
Click
I
the
drew
like.
that. Yeah.
Backwards as well, you drew it.
I've drawn this backwards so it appears front here.
Yeah.
Just for everybody here so they can come like this video.
Brilliant.
Fantastic. Right.
Beautiful.
We are flying. We were halfway through the show.
Yeah.
How long have we left?
School minor.
26 minutes.
26 minutes to go.
It's great. Nice.
Well,
This is a lovely story.
This is nice.
This is a lovely
it's not,
story.
is it really?
It's a story of somebody just trying to make ends meet.
Yeah. Poor old janitor in the school.
Yeah.
This says a lot about the teaching.
The janitors. Do you call them janitors in your school? Or the caretakers?
Caretaker.
I say the only janitor
It's
I know
American,
when I
so-
was at
Yeah,
school
but in
was,
Scooby-Doo, it was always the janitor,
yeah.
wasn't it?
But my childhood memory of a janitor would be drawn to Hong Kong Phooey.
Yeah. True.
You ever seen
I
that?
think we need to move on from Hong
Number
Kong
one
Phooey.
super guy.
You're going to
think
get
the
us
Oscars
kicked
that's
off.
what we need to do.
The woke tards will come and shoot you.
I loved Hong Kong Phooey.
Yeah. Let's get through the article and leave Julian's non-PC comments to one
Why
side.
were Hong Kong Phooey not PC?
Because it was a man putting on an Asian accent.
No, it wasn't. It was a dog.
It wasn't.
It was a dog.
Next.
Police discovered a secret crypto mining
That's even
operation
worse.
beneath a U.S. high school. The operation's alleged owner has pled not guilty to charges of fraudulent electricity use and fraudulent electricity use and vandalism. Authorities in Massachusetts have brought to trial a man who allegedly ran a cryptocurrency mining operation out of the crawl space beneath a high school in Cohasset, a small coastal town about 20 miles outside of Boston. It happened in late 2021 by a town employee who noticed electrical wires and temporary ductwork in a elevated crawl space nearby the school's boiler room. It contained what appears to be 2 sets of specialized mining rigs, 1 cluster of 5 and another of 6 computers. According to photos released by the Cohasset Police Department, the equipment was patched into the school's electrical system and was housed in several coolers with ducts venting hot air to the outside. It cost about $17.5 grand electricity. Jesus. Detective interviewed the director, who said during the routine inspection of the school, he noticed electrical wires. Yeah, whatever. Wait, what was I saying? And numerous computers that seemed out of place.
This sounds like our mate Tony.
It does.
Authorities have said that Nahas, I assume that's the guy, that's the person, made reference on to crypto on a Twitter account, and investigators have found receipts of purchases at hardware chain Home Depot, including Coleman 48 QT coolers. So he basically bought all of it. I think he talks about it on Twitter. Yeah, that's basically it.
So he was caught by Thelma and Shaggy, basically.
Yeah, sounds that way.
Yeah.
You've still got a little bit of feedback on your microphone, by the way,
What?
Brandon. Just on yours. It's like an episode of Phoenix Nights, isn't it, where Ray Vaughn types everything into the street lamp.
Yeah. It is. It's just
I
like
mean,
that.
Hopefully it's all right now.
The idea is great, because I like that sort of thinking. But how did he ever think he were going to get away with it when the electric bill came? I mean, 17 grand's a bit of a push, isn't it?
Yeah.
If it had peaked by about 100 quid, there's a chance.
If you work out, it's about $200 a month per machine.
Yeah.
There's 11 machines. So you're talking about, he's got away with it for 6 months.
Why didn't he just use one machine?
He wouldn't have earned as much money.
Yeah, no, greed's got the better of him.
Absolutely.
But if he'd have had one machine
Yeah.
for 10 years,
Yeah.
same position he'd be in.
Yeah. No, I know. It was greed. I mean, the other thing that I'd like to know is...
Not that we're advocating that, you know, all caretakers of all schools and hospitals start up their own crypto farms.
But what I've got to ask the question is, it's Boston.
Yeah,
It was over Christmas.
yeah,
It's 11 machines that emit heat.
yeah.
Now, either the wall on the outside of the miners or the roof,
Yeah,
it's not going to have snow on it.
no snow on that.
It's going to be a great big patch.
Yeah,
Like they say, you know, in the UK, when they try and work out, they show you a street and say, where's the cannabis farm?
yeah, it glows red.
And it doesn't glow red. They go along the roofs. Snow, snow, snow. Nothing,
Yeah,
nothing, snow, snow. You know exactly where the cannabis farm
Yeah.
is. Would that not have been a giveaway? You wouldn't need a
Only if you're
routine
looking
inspection.
for it, I guess. Only if you're looking for it.
Well, I think it would stand out a mile away. Well, I'm from Manchester. I notice these things.
Depends how the school was situated.
True.
You know, if he's used his noggle and it were at the back of the building.
Yeah. Anyway, what do you think of this? Is this a good idea? Have you done this at your college?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
You could do it before you leave.
I could set it up before I leave.
Yeah.
Like with some I could just rob their own computers at the back and set it up myself. So there's no overheads for me at all. And then set it up in some corner.
Or run a background
And run off.
script on every computer
That's a
in
good
your
idea.
college. Just run a background script on all 50 computers, all mining in the background.
But everyone has a
Even-
laptop.
Yeah.
Every single person has a laptop, right?
There you go.
So whenever they log in, or whenever, so go onto the admin account, make a script which installs it,
Absolutely.
adds my wallet, adds the coin I want to mine,
Yeah.
does it, and whenever they log in, it starts.
I like that idea. Let's move quickly on
Yeah.
from these
I'm trying to load up
activities.
this website, but
Is this the game?
this is the game.
This is a big one, this, Julian. A new section on the Alpha Show,
Yes.
as well as reviewing the NFT and Metaverse news,
Yeah.
we're also going to be throwing in an article a week, or maybe 2 articles a week, about new up-and-coming blockchain Metaverse type games.
So I love games.
You love games.
You know I love games.
We
Right. What sort of games do you play?
Anything. Shoot 'em ups.
Right.
Shoot 'em
role-playing
downs,
games,
roll them outs, roll them ins.
third person, second person, anything really. I'm all
What sort
over
of
it.
second person games do you play?
Second person games, things like all the good ones.
The ones, right? Yeah.
Packcraft,
Yeah.
Minecraft.
yeah.
Yeah.
Minduco, all
Yeah.
those games.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
All the best
Port
ones.
of Duty.
Mario the Hedgehog, all over that one.
And who's his brother name again? Luigi.
Paolo.
Paolo.
Yeah.
So on
Big
this
mustache, no?
on this
Yeah.
special article, Brogan, that you're going to cover,
Article.
there's a video. The look of panic in his face. Are you going to play the video? There's a video to show.
I assume it's to Twitter, right?
No, it's on there. There's a video on there. If you go down to where have you gone?
Did you fix your feedback problem, by the way?
I have no idea, but no one's playing anymore, so I'll just leave it.
So this is called Sidus or Cedus, and at the bottom there is a video to play.
I don't believe you.
It's on the homepage.
I'm on the homepage and there's just words and words and words.
What's the game about? What sort of game is it?
It's well, Brogan's
Is it
going
a
to
third person shooter?
Metaverse investor, local
Brogan
king,
is going to
landlord,
give us a breakdown
travel
in
logistics,
three-
intergalactic trader, banker, fortune seeker, boss, manufacturer,
It's an auditor.
There's no auditor.
ambassador, creator.
Should we play the video?
I can't find it.
It's on the very first page.
Are you sure it's not the tweet?
Nope. Well, I'm sure you can find it on their Twitter account.
What platform would you like to see Web3 games on next? Maybe we'll use the results to support it. This, ignore them completely. Just ignore them. They're just saying things. I'm not even going to bother entertaining this tweet.
I
Stupid
know. I
tweet.
just want to see the video.
I know, I'm trying to find it now.
The video's quite nice. You see.
Oh, this video, we looked at this. We looked at this in our game review.
No, that's Earth from Under the Sun. That's a completely different game.
Then why is it part of Sidus Hero?
Because just go back to the website.
There's no video. Nah, I'm at the complete bottom of the page and there's a video.
Right, go to the top of the homepage, and in the top corner there should be a hamburger.
Yes.
And does the hamburger have an option that says preview video in the bottom
Oh, there
left-hand
is.
corner? Have you found
So
it?
it wasn't the bottom page at all. It was in the hamburger.
Let's watch the video.
I know, but you're making me look bad.
We don't. Well, I'm not making you look bad.
You're making me look
I'm not
bad.
making you look bad.
Makes me look like I don't know where I am.
You don't know where you are, but
You
carry
actually-
on.
you
Just play
lied.
the video.
But you misinformed me. Oh, I thought that was the volume.
Let's fight. Space. Adventure.
How about that?
It's an awful voiceover, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm trying not to laugh at it. It's
Yeah.
horrid.
We need some Northerners, don't we?
Yeah. Yeah.
That'll do, I think. So, do you want to give us a rundown of the game then, and what it's all about, and what they do?
So basically, right, it's another. I'm disappointed in this one. It's good because it's like an amalgamation of a lot of different methods in terms of play to earn, etc. But
What are those different methods?
so if we scroll down, when I was reading out all these,
Because when I looked at it, there was 3 different distinct games, wasn't there?
there are other games. There's the third person shooter, which hasn't
Which
been
I
done yet,
love, as you know.
right?
All over that.
And then there's the strategy game, maybe like a bit still like Civilization, right? Like
Yeah, I was
StarCraft.
keen on that.
And what's the third one again?
2-person shooter one.
I like it.
Carry on.
The third one was the third one again? There's a lot of scrolling
on
and
the
it's not a
website.
lot of movement. But if you can't see it, there's a lot of scrolling and
Was it a
it's
trading
lagging
game?
and
Was it trading?
it's on your phone. That's nice.
It might be.
Was it trading?
I don't
I don't know
know.
if it's a trading
Gee,
game,
it
but
is.
at the very bottom of the page it gives you what you can play as. Oh, she got like a Raid Shadow Legends looking thing. Strategy game.
Strategy.
The shooter, like I said. You know the third one. You're gatekeeping me
I'm not
into
gatekeeping
it.
you.
I just can't scroll fast enough to find it.
There's on the hamburger. There's a link that says something like games, and it tells you what the 3 games are.
Event map.
But we're going to run out of time, so we probably need to move on.
Or you could just tell me what the third game is.
I can't remember. Why would I not tell
If
you?
I click game, this is the actual game.
So, Sidus looks good.
It looked nice. Awful,
coin-
awful presentation.
The coin is available. There is a
Right.
token associated with this, which
Right.
I don't know if it's called the Sidus token. So you can buy that, buy your assets, play 2 of the 3 games. The third-person shooter is the one that's not available at the minute. That's the one that's coming soon. And I don't have any ETA on that.
Right.
But at some point, we are going to get a third-person shooter game, which will be quite nice. So we are going to do a full video review of this at the weekend.
So it's the idea that I buy what I need to start myself off,
Yes.
and then as I go around the game, I actually acquire money back.
Yes. So you'll get tokens, you'll get NFTs, and you'll
Yeah.
get coins.
Yeah.
And I think they're interoperable between the different games.
Right.
So that's something we can have a look at. We'll do a proper video at the weekend, won't we?
Well, a good thing to look at before we do go on to the next part is this bottom part, which I started reading out, which is how I'm pretty sure this is how basically you can earn from the game. So we've obviously got the role playing, the strategy. It's probably MMO role playing, the shooter and the strategy. So you can either buy land, put a thing on the land, invest a bunch of stuff, or there's going to be a huge amount. Typically, with these NFT games, if they're actually going to have some sort of value on currency, it's going to have a marketplace.
It is.
So you trade on the marketplace, things like that.
Well, we'll do a full review.
Yes.
Now we need to move on. We've not got a lot of time left.
Ooh.
And we have live metaverse
Oh,
sport
yeah.
as the next one. Now this is your
It was, yeah, I spotted this.
nugget, your
Yeah.
gem, your alpha.
Yeah, you reminded me we'd discussed this
We did.
a long time ago.
So once we've gone through the article, we will cover off why we think this is a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure I should have to tweet up a bit just so people can read it. I don't like that tweet though. It's a stupid tweet. Could we see live sports take over the geospatial web? Saul Garlic. Saul sat down with Hypermoon to talk about Fabric, a geospatial web platform that recently announced a $4 million US dollar raise. Okay, it's a locational dependent real-time layer of immersive, entertaining, and useful technology overlaid upon both our individual and collective daily realities. It's available to everyone with access to the internet through web browser or an app, syncing time, place, and functionality to create a whole new layer of Earth. It also rolled out some of its tech at NBA Summer League, with it also making an appearance during the NBA exhibition games between the Atlanta Hawks and Milwaukee Bucks in Abu Dhabi.
I find that odd that they play their games. They played some in London the year before, didn't they?
Yeah.
The basketball and the American football teams.
Yeah.
they play. However,
A huge amount of quotes here.
yeah, we don't need all the
we don't.
quotes.
Yeah, so it's basically AR
Yes.
being in somewhere
Yeah.
with
So-
people.
So, we spoke about this in
Yeah.
our first ever stream way back in July.
Yeah.
We were talking about football, weren't we?
We were a meeting room for us both, dependent on where we were,
Yep.
to meet up and share the experience of watching the game
Together.
as if we were together.
Exactly. So this is great for people who can't leave the house,
Yep.
live in different countries.
Yep. Want to make an event or something?
Exactly. You can have a party, can't you?
Yeah, yeah,
And
you
invite
could.
all your friends from
Like
around the world. to
yesterday,
the
the
party.
Rumblow's Cup
Yeah.
on United Newcastle.
Yeah.
Could have got all your mates together.
Milk cup, I prefer to call it.
Yeah, or Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Wherever they were in the entire world.
Yeah.
And you could have watched it together.
Exactly. What kind of events would you attend in this metaverse, Brogan?
Music concerts for me.
It's more. Is it more augmented reality, wasn't it, or is it? Is it VR or is it like a glass?
It can be both.
Right. I don't know. The appeal of attending a proper concert in the virtual reality, it doesn't stick out to me too much. But it'd probably be some sort of music
But
thing.
if you had virtual reality,
Right.
and the virtual reality was it created a big room, and you and your mates were in this room together, and then in front of you you had the stage with somebody on it, Lewis Capaldi performing, right? And you're there with your mates that you can interact with while you're watching it. It's one step on from, is it PlayStation that have the Play Together
Right.
game? But then also you have the watch along on Amazon, don't you?
Yeah.
So Amazon
Netflix.
Prime and Netflix have got watch alongs where you can sync up and watch together. This is just the next step where you can watch a movie, but it's live, watch a movie, live an event with your mates. Isn't that gonna? Because you watch things together anyway, don't you?
So right. So is this more of a framework rather than a hosting thing? Right. Is this more of a framework to apply it to?
It doesn't. This is hypothetical. It doesn't
I
matter
know,
what
right?
it
But
is.
because what I could say is that okay, well, there's those I can't remember, Sandbox or Decentraland, one that those metaverse types. They had music events in them.
They have the rock concert every November,
Right.
and that's in Sandbox. I'm going to say.
They had
Yeah.
the Chainsmokers event as well.
Yes,
didn't
they did.
Right.
Exactly.
So it's the exact same thing there.
Yeah.
Where I mean, it'd be cool to interact with my friends, like just as a new experience. But I mean, yeah, I mean it's a more honed in thing which we've already kind of seen already. But it'd be interesting to. I mean, I'll give it a try, obviously.
I
But
have one issue with it though.
What's that?
Do you attend as yourself or as one of these stupid avatar things?
You'll be an avatar.
I hate that. They need to get rid of that.
Well, you could probably be yourself.
Well, they need to get rid of it. The whole option. You either go in as all avatars, in which case I ain't going, or you go in as yourself. Because I've not sat next to some inflatable dinosaur.
how are you going to manage yourself?
I don't know yet. That's what they need to invent. Maybe it's a camera that projects my image into it.
So if anybody's watching,
Right.
if they can create a Julian in the metaverse, please get in touch.
No, I think it's quite simple to do. Surely you have a rear-facing camera that
No.
takes a 3D image of you and projects it into
Yeah,
a space.
it is. It
That's,
will. be.
that would be my way of doing it.
We need to move on. We're running out of time.
You got 9 minutes. We've got this.
We haven't done the Q&A yet.
I haven't got any questions yet.
NFT
So
securities.
NFT securities.
a 0 mark essay. The SEC and NBA Top Shot NFTs case is bigger than you think. Here's why. Presenting companies and regulators with fundamental questions that speak to the relationship between a blockchain and digital assets investors. In the first of its kind 64-page decision, a US district judge rejected Dapper Labs' motion to dismiss this week that asked the court to dismiss a proposed class action lawsuit initiated by the holders of its NBA Top Shot Moments NFTs. Top Shot Moments are digital video clips that highlight certain moments from various NBA games that individuals are able to purchase through the NBA Top Shot platform. The quote, I think it's both from the judge, I'm not sure. In the most general terms, the court is asked to assess whether moments are more like cardboard basketball cards, i.e. commodities, or more like crypto tokens. He wrote, adding that this was a close call and the court's decision is narrow. Hypothetically, if Upper Deck or Topps, two long-time producers of physical sports trading cards, were to go out of business, the value of their cards they sold would be wholly unaffected and may even increase, such like posthumously discovered art, the judge wrote. Howie, under Howie, a digital asset qualifies as a security if there is 1, an investment of money, 2, a common enterprise, 3, with the expectation of profit, 4, that results from the efforts of a third party.
So,
Yeah.
yes or no answer. Are NFTs securities?
Yes.
Brogan, are NFTs securities?
Mm.
So the three of us are all in agreement that an NFT is a security.
Yeah.
Because nobody buys an NFT expecting it to fall in value.
Yeah.
And the only time an NFT is something which we don't expect to increase in value is if they turn it into a ticket.
Yeah.
So a ticket to a football match, a sporting event, or a music concert.
Yeah.
That's the only time an NFT can't be classified.
Yeah.
So we probably need multiple classifications of NFTs, don't we?
Yeah. I mean, at the moment, we only have one classification, which we can't say at this time of day. But I think going forward, yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad you didn't ask me the question, would I buy one of those short video clips of an event of a basketball game?
No, I wouldn't ask you that.
Because, I mean, that's just utter nonsense. Isn't
You
it?
wouldn't want that, would you?
Well, how is that unique?
It's not. It's not
You
unique.
can go on YouTube and watch it. That's the problem.
Yeah, I can go on
NFTs
YouTube
is a
and even
unique
I
thing
can-
you own and you
Yeah.
hold and you own it, but you don't own.
Even
the
I've got the
re-
ability to go on YouTube and clip the clip.
Yeah, you don't own the rights to that clip individually. It's just you have a
There you
video.
go.
Here it is.
Exactly.
So it's defeating the whole purpose of an NFT.
Yeah,
It's an insult to NFTs.
it's just absolutely awful.
It is.
Ruining the NFT space with this.
Yeah, I'm just glad we didn't ask that question.
There you go.
I was never going to ask that
No.
question. So I've got a question for Brogan. I do.
Yeah, you went big there. You
Yeah,
went
You
big
went
ruining
there.
the NFT space.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you a question now, and you need to
Is this
answer,
one where?
you need to answer this question in under 60 seconds. So Brogan, if you asked 10,000 crypto degens on Twitter to fill out a questionnaire, how many of them do you think would answer in a way where they're admitting that NFTs are securities?
I think a lot of them would write it in such a way because it's hard to define an NFT as anything such. Because it is all the NFTs we've already seen. It's not like we have many popular NFT projects which are tickets or anything like that. So all of them are an investment of money, which you hope to see go up in the future. So one way or the other, unless they're completely wrong and they're idiots, they're going to be writing a definition which goes along the lines of this Howie, which tests if it's a security or not. They're going to have some sort of sentence or description which gives even a point of being a security.
Absolutely. See, my issue is that you've got the let's call them degens, which is short for degenerates.
Okay,
That's what it means.
right.
Why do we insult ourselves so much?
Because they own the word, like other classifications of people. They use their own words, and they empower themselves by using these words themselves.
Right.
So in the past, it was like, I can't believe you've bought that, you degen, yeah,
Right.
which was an insult. So they've then taken ownership of that word and call it themselves.
Right.
Yeah, proper.
Right on.
Yeah, right on. Now they will all argue to the hills come home. This isn't a security. That's not a security. This isn't a security. But it ticks every box.
It's a security.
Even Bitcoin ticks an awful lot of the boxes of the Howey test.
Yeah.
But the problem is the Howey test shouldn't be applied to cryptocurrencies. It was set up to talk about stocks and shares.
Yeah.
100 years ago, 90 years ago, whenever it was. That's what it was set up for. So what Gary Gensler, the lizard man, is doing is he is applying this test to modern day assets. Is a piece of art a security?
Yeah.
I would say so.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you? But
I
what?
would say so, yeah.
Yeah, I would.
It's a loophole, though, isn't it, art?
Yeah.
They've allowed it to be a loophole as well.
Yeah, they have. That's because all the rich people buy art and
Yeah.
the poor people can't afford to. So the
Yeah.
rich people are happy.
Yeah.
We have 3 minutes left.
3 minutes.
Is there any questions in the audience?
No.
That's fine. That is fine. We don't need questions from the audience. We've got 3 minutes to leave our final thoughts then.
Yeah.
Anything you want to add?
On what we've seen today,
Anything you've seen today, yeah. What's the highlight of the show been for you?
I liked the bit about the metaverse thing.
Yeah, I did.
I liked that.
Yeah.
Right, hang on. Let me just look at my.
What are you looking at? What's
Hand
your highlight
dandy.
of the show?
What
Yellow
else-
and melon for me.
Yell and Melon. Yeah.
You know what? Let me go
true.
on to article. I know we're not reading the article. I'm going to read this as well. What did I like the most?
This is what he's like when you're ordering at a restaurant. You know.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, he's one of them.
Yeah. He's one of them. I don't even look at the menu.
The
and say
minor
burger
one
and
wasn't
chips.
Yeah.
The minor one was funny, wasn't it?
The minor one was funny. Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah.
How long have we got left?
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Right. So we are back when, Julian?
Thursday.
What time, Brogan?
7
7 o'clock
p.m.
for the chill show.
Chill show. We're
So-
an hour.
For an hour. It's a bit longer this time. We can listen to a few more dad jokes.
None this
Yeah,
evening.
more.
None this evening.
Relaxed.
None at all.
No, they've been vanquished, haven't
Yeah,
they?
totally.
Vanquished. So
Do you have any
Thursday.
off memory for a minute?
No. The ones I tried.
If you get drunk, it's a screenshot.
Please like and subscribe. And we'll see you all on Thursday with 1 minute and 38 seconds left.
Look at that.
Stream seems so frozen.
Good for timing, aren't we?
Good for timing, that wasn't it?
Excellent for timing.
Well done,
I
everybody.
think my dad joke was so bad it made the stream freeze for
I think
Did
it's
it?
frozen
6
stream.
it just frozen now. I finished
It's
the
a
joke.
screenshot. Anyway, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Goodbye.
I'm gonna refresh the comments. Just.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
He's left.
I know. Oh, he's gone. I don't care. We've got 54 seconds. I'm just gonna refresh the comments. Any final thoughts by
I'll
anybody
stay with
watching
you.
right now? And before we do leave, please make sure you like. Hopefully, you did enjoy the stream. I drew this for one reason and one reason only. I put a lot of time and effort into it. So if you could like, and if you haven't subscribed, subscribe already.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll see you Thursday.
Just turn the lights off.
Bye bye.